Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching with Mastery and Elegance with Tijen and Genco. I am Master Certified Coach and Board Certified Health and Wellness Coach. Today, we are going to speak about organic, creative, and upgraded, and anywhere else that you could think about the beautiful qualifications of business development in coaching. And who can better accompany me on that? Welcome, Judit. Judit is going to be with us today. How are you?
Thank you, Tijen. Thank you for the invitation. I'm looking forward to talking to you about my passion.
Of course. And Judit, how would you like to introduce yourself to our audience to begin?
Okay. What I would like to start with saying that I'm from Hungary, Budapest, a small country in Central Europe, not a big deal. And here I am. You can hear that I'm not a native English speaker, but I think the love of our profession and learning can take us far. Can take us to an international field. You know, if you speak the language, any languages, I think we can always communicate and connect with other people. So we have lots of opportunities in the international arena as coaches. So that's what I do. I'm also an MCC coach. I'm an ICF assessor since 2013. I run level 1 coaching school. Now I'm proud of the level 3 coaching school that I got accredited. With me, everything is ICF accredited. So I'm an MCC and I'm an ACTC. So I make sure that the programs, I run an AATC program, which is a team coaching, accredited team coaching program. So I make sure that everything is certified, it's standard. I'm following really the profession as it should be, as identified by ICF. So yeah, I think that's about me. It's credentialing. That's my trademark.
Yes, it is a lot and it is lovely. And also, there is something you haven't mentioned. You did talk about your passion in credentialing and as well as being active as a thought leader in the community. You haven't talked about your ability, at least that's what I've observed about you, and that's to be appreciated. Your creativity in business growth and development and keeping yourself as a coach, a service provider, as a coach, current. And I know that a lot of the coaches struggle, that I find coaches to be sensitive and hardcore marketing materials or the sales techniques isn't often working well for them. So what would you say from your strengths that will be helpful for coaches to hear?
First of all, I have great respect for my colleagues. For you, we work together and with other assessors, and that's how this book came about behind me, which is a collaboration of 37 ICF assessors, MCC coaches. So I believe in the knowledge that my colleagues have, and I love to connect with them. I love to collaborate with them. So for me, that's where I get my resources, my energy. So it's not just me alone, but I think there's a whole pool of knowledge that I present to the people. And marketing, I don't call it marketing. I provide a service. And I have to talk about what I have to offer. Like us coaches, we talk to our clients. You know, my clients are bigger. It's the coach community, all those coaches who want to develop, who want to grow, who want to be credentialed. And that's, they are my audience. And if you look upon this as a service, then you're not shy because you just want to support them. You want to help everybody really becoming the best in the coaching profession. So that drives me. And then you don't look at it as selling something, you look at it as giving knowledge, supporting, you sharing your experience. And as I mentioned, I'm not alone in that because I have other ICF assessors like you who work together with me. So I love this community. I love the drive in all of us that we want to give, we want to share our knowledge. And I think that in that case, you forget marketing. It's not marketing. I just want to teach, not teach, but kind of share the knowledge, share the experience. And obviously it ends up teaching coaches to support them, but only, meet them where they are. So this is not a push marketing, but kind of a pull. If you need me, I'm here. If you need the programs that I provide, I'm here. But you know best what you need at this stage in your coaching career. I mean, everybody has a coach career, and you have to decide where you are with that, what you need next, how you want to develop. So I'm just supporting people. That's how I look at it, not marketing, but just support.
That's beautiful, right? I also support when I'm mentoring or supervising the coaches to say, you're sharing information about your services. So, and they need to know so they can determine whether you're a good match or they're interested in what you're offering or not. I mean, you're not going to hide everything in the closet and hope people to figure it out, right? And what I'm hearing from you, though, some additional thing besides that, right? You mentioned to me, and I can see that you see yourself as a networker and connector. So that's something you value and good at. So looks like that in addition to um, tying this information sharing to your passion of spreading the knowledge, but you're also tying information sharing and keeping your current to your values around being a connector and enjoying that way, right?
Absolutely. And what you just said that the reason why I don't consider it marketing, but just knowledge sharing, I love that expression. I use that myself because with my programs, there are no deadlines. No deadlines, no early bird, no late bird. So no pressure. We get so many pressures from different programs. This is your last day that you have to
Yeah.
buy that, you have to enroll. No. I'm like a coach. I believe that you know best what you need at a certain stage or like today in your career. You know best. Do you want to go for your ACC, BCC, MCC? You need credentialing support. You want to learn from MCC coaches, from ICF assessors. And when this decision becomes ripe in you and you need that I'm there. The programs are there. You are there. I mean, colleagues, a whole group of a team of excellent coaches. We are all there to support you. But I really believe in us coaches, we say that the client knows best.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, the coach is the client. So you know best what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate the pressure. I hate this overwhelm of there are too many things happening. So for me, what I'm learning now, how to offer my program in a light way, in a light manner, that it's here, look around, it's a la carte, choose what you want and when you want it. But as I said, no pressure. So you don't have to buy anything now. Just you need to be aware of what's available in the market, what's available through my program.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think that you need it, then you'll come. I'm easy going on that, really. And I like that. I like that being easy. I don't want this pressure that you have to make a certain revenue. Surely something always be make some revenue, but if you work hard, you have clients, there's always some money coming in. But there's no deadline that if I don't feel this program is, a certain number of people, then it's the end of the world. No, we continue going around in 12 months, or there's a year, that's for us, it's a year, and we offer from coaching demos to credentialing exam, mock exams. So whatever you need for your credentialing, that's our focus. I think the other thing, if I make say Tijen, for me, the other word I want to avoid is the overwhelm. You get so many programs offered. How do you select the ones that you need? If us who are offering in this service of providing knowledge, we put, let's say, a tag on it, that our tag is credentialing. That's our focus. Obviously, we give lots of extras like book launches. And my motivator is creativity. I love to create something new. So when I do that, then obviously I have to bring to the platform all the new things in the market, for sure, new books and everything. But those are on a separate days. I call them the cream on the cake. I think I'll stop at this stage, so please ask what's interesting. But I want to distinguish between what you must have if you want to become credentialed, what was the knowledge that you need, and what is nice to have. It's up to you. If you have time, if you have capacity, you want to look around what's in the market. Those programs we offer on the Wednesdays. The credentialing programs run on the Tuesdays. So anyway, I think in today's words, that is a challenge for us. That if we have knowledge to share, how to do it. in order to not to push the clients and not to overwhelm them with too many programs, too many, because then people just, I can't keep up and they run away. I think that's the reaction.
Yeah, beautiful. So another value you're bringing forward and sharing with our audience is to, as we say it in coaching, be appreciative of the client, their needs, and then respond to them with spaciousness and freedom while sharing the knowledge so that they can pick and choose and not necessarily overlay that as a business owner, you may be feeling pressures around finances to someone else, right? Those are yours, whether it's selfly induced or there is a
I think it comes with the nature of being an entrepreneur.
yeah,
And I think all coaches are entrepreneurs. The question you play small, you gamble bigger. You know what I mean? Life is a big game and it's, you have to
absolutely.
take it lightly. You have to take it lightly.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're sharing a couple of values and connecting to currency of the business and profitability of the business and how to partner with the client towards that works win-win. And maybe we can also talk about the currency of the business, including the AI, right? How do you keep yourself current and your offering current, and what would you like to share to our audience about that?
Vision, if I may say one word I don't use, that's profitability. The word I use is making money, revenue, having a revenue. But the revenue means that somebody's interested in buying your programs. Profitability for me means putting a margin on it. You know how much you add or how you value your time. It's not my time that's valuable. What I value is the interest from those coaches who want to grow and develop. You have this feeling that, if somebody wants to learn with you and, they can only make installment payments or, you need to give them a deduction. I'm happy to do that. I just want to see the glitter in their eyes that they are interested to learn. They want to be the best coaches possible. That's what I'm looking for. So profitability, I reject. Obviously, revenue we have to make to some extent, that's necessary. But and the reason why we also need to make revenue is just what you said, is for us, we need to develop too. It's not just our clients, the coaches need to be credentialed. And okay, I am MCC credentialed, there is nowhere to go further. But being an assessor, I have to say, just in brackets, I need to add that I learn from every coaching that we listen to, because they're interesting, good approaches and questions, coach behavior. So I love that. There's lots of learning there for us. But the learning is there also to keep up with modern technologies, as you mentioned, how to build in AI into our coaching practice when we work with clients. And obviously, I'm always looking at it from the teaching side. So what we discussed now with Jonathan Passmore and Sam Isaacson is that how to build in this digital knowledge into coach training. And that means that how can coaches use this for their own benefit? First of all, to be familiar with that, and then afterwards how to learn and to adopt it and to apply it as coaches. So the novelty is that we're putting together an Institute of Digital and AI Coaching Academy, or we call it Institute more like. And that's where the issue is now. What concerns me most is that, when we have something ICF accredited, we have to teach the competencies. And how can AI be looked upon as combination of the core competencies, or on top of that, or the application of that? So it's an interesting a combination, always how much coaching and kind of new knowledge come together and put and make up a credentialed program. But surely the Institute of Digital Coaching will be for coaches who want to learn about AI and the skills of what modern technology offers us, to combine your current coach knowledge with the skills to make your work efficient, to make your work modern. And obviously, that's again an offering to your client. Who do you need, client? What is the area where AI coach will be acceptable for you? And when do I come into the picture? Or how AI coach will support your development? So there are always challenges in our world. And I think that's what's a challenge for all of us, to keep up with these changes, to look up on them, to learn from them. We just had this digital and AI coaches conference. Next time we talk about health and well-being coaches, how they work. You're one of them, so I'm sure this will be an interesting area. So as I mentioned, this credentialing, we do a specialization. That's what we focus on. That's where, if you want to be credentialed, you want to extend your credential, come and learn with us. Everybody has to find their niche. Some may be working digital, some will be doing well-being coaching and health coaching or career coaching. We've already heard, like executive coaching and business coaching. So there are so many areas of coaching that I think that's what we again need to teach in a way to our course students, that select what's best for you, what you have an affinity and interest for. So all along this learning, that's what comes up, I feel, in our discussion.
Yeah, so I think that, thank you for that. What you're bringing forward, and I could also add that as a business owner, one needs to make a decision that where and which areas, and if at all, I need to partner with the technology. And some people may offer the coaching services through the technology only. Some people may use the technology in different ways in their partnering, developing the courses and other things. So one needs to determine what works best for them and make a choice around the technology. But for that, as you're bringing forward, one needs to know more about it to make an informed decision, right? Yeah.
And if I can translate technology, I translate or group technology also under the umbrella of we need to develop.
Yeah.
Need to develop. So what is the area that is closest to you, where you may have some knowledge, or you want to get some knowledge on that area and add your coaching skills to that. It's a nice combination. And to be there when you're coaching, when you're consultant, but specialization, I think, fine. And specialization can stop you or can help you avoid the overwhelm. Because then you an area, then you focus on that, and that will really streamline your development.
Absolutely. So thank you, Judith. As we bring this to close, was there anything else you wanted to mention for the coaches, our viewers, that I haven't asked about having a thriving coaching business? And what else would you like them to know about your offerings if they're interested in finding it?
Well, what I would like to say at the end of such a nice conversation, as coaches, we always do, we sum up. For me, the main message is just that, make your choice as a coach. Where do you want to develop? When do you want to develop? When do you need that? When is the right time? When do you have the budget for that? When do you have the attention for that? But one thing, you cannot delay it too long. It's not something that you postpone or procrastinate, but make up your mind what is the area that you want to pick in coaching and come for that. And as I said, the credentialing platform, BCC, Becoming a Credentialed Coach, we've taken it from the name of the book, that is available if you want to go for your next credential, you want to extend your credential. And we are there to support you, but no rush, take your time. You could just come and look around, no obligation, definitely no pressure. And and I would love to see many coaches just looking around there and enjoying the offer and taking time to make up their mind. And because these decisions, I think, not so much the credentialing, but the specialization, I think they take time, and it's worth spending time on them. So that's what these would be my closing words. And I really enjoyed the discussion, that I could talk about my passion. That's how we started out.
Yes, absolutely. And you're also bringing forward another beautiful concept for us to end on as a good ending note, the sovereignty, right? That self-autonomy, determining without necessarily receiving or being pushed around with the environmental pressures or the other people pushing you this product, that product. But your message is to come back to your own center and figure out what's best for you and find the right partnerships for you as you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Partnerships, good colleagues, good community. That's fantastic.
Coming out with us. Well, thank you, Judith. It was been such a pleasure and joy discussing this with you, everyone. If you missed in the beginning, you have been tuned in to Coaching with Mastery and Elegance with Tijen and Genco, and I have a special special guest today with Judith Ábri, and we are discussing the business growth in coaching and the specialties. We will post the resources with the description of the podcast. Remember to subscribe and leave us a feedback. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Judith.
Thank you, Tijen.